Hi guys, so today we're having a look at the Runway Glamour eyeshadow palette that came in my recent Glossy box. These retail for $3.75 according to Glossy box, but are listed at £3.50 on the Profusion website, which is who makes them. So this is the Silver Moon palette. It's got 6 colours in it. It's really hard for me to read the back of this, but the net weight is 10.2 grams. So it's definitely a very affordable kind of brand. So you've got this little seal bit here, which is quite cute. You've got the world's tiniest mirror, 6 shadows, and a little sponge tip applicator. Now, I saw this when I was doing my Glossy box unboxing, and I thought, oh, they've got wee tutorial bits. And then I realised that these tutorials have almost nothing to do with this palette. So if I can hold it like this, I'll read out the tutorials to you and you look at these shades, right? So number 1, for the smoky look, use a dark shade only to line your upper eyelid in a fairly thin line along the upper lashes. Use a medium shade for the crease and the lightest shade for the area under the eyebrow. So the lightest shade, as you can see, is actually incredibly shimmery, as is the medium shade. Number 2, for the green glow, use light green, green medium, and dark green. Okay, so no. For a rosy blend, use light pink, medium pink, and dark pink. They're not there either. So that's all really a bit strange. It's almost like they just decided to throw in a lesson card that relates to other products. I don't know. So looking at the website, there's 4 colours available on this. So there is the... No, they're not giving me the names, are they? That's nice of them. So there's one with sort of golden brown tones, one with a kind of warmer nude palette, like colour family, this one, and one with a little bit of brights in it, which does look quite pretty, to be honest with you. So what they say is the Runway Glamour palette is filled with 6 carefully curated eyeshadows for creating beautifully blended eye looks. Highlight, crease and lid shades have been chosen for palettes available in 4 tones. There we go. Cafe Latte, Berry Bloom, Blue Magic and Silver Moon to ensure everyone's complexion, eye colour and preference is covered. Apply shadows as directed in the how-to. Well, that's not going to work. Or let loose and mix and match the shades to fit your own style. So I used this for my eye look today, and as ever I have a application section and we'll be back with check-ins. Right, so let's see what we can do with the Silver Moon palette from Runway Glamour. I have removed the covering from it, but I have to say the sellotape seems to go under the ingredients list on the back, so that's annoying. And well, buy a sponge tip applicator. I'm not a fan, so I'm not going to be using that. I know it's a big discussed thing. Some people love them, some people don't love them. I'm not using it today. End of. So, looking at the shades, I've not got anything that I can use over my brow bone. The white is very frosty, and it's also very white. So I'm just going to go into my usual kind of creamy toned matte eyeshadow. Just quickly get that done. I still have no idea what I'm going to be doing with this palette, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, right, so as you can see, we're a very shimmery palette. Even the black's got a little bit of shimmer. The black and the kind of plummy brown, I would say, are the 2 darkest shades, so they're probably what's going to end up in my crease. And then somebody made an inquiry about the light green, so I guess we'll use that. There we go, decided, all done. So I'm going to grab like a fluffy crease brush. I know it looks stained, but it's been through the colour switch and it's fine. So I'm going to go into that burgundy, and we're almost going to use that as a sort of transition shade, even though it's shimmery and I don't usually want a shimmery transition shade. It's what we've got. Let's zoom you in so that you can see how this is performing. Okay, so straight off it's a little bit grabby. It's not that pigmented. And it's a very frosty colour, like lots of shimmer. Okay, let's see what we can get on the other side. I did prep my eyes, by the way. I used the NYX Proof It primer. I just forgot to mention that. And I use that with all my eyeshadows, whether they're drugstore, whether they're Urban Decay, whether they're Charlotte Tilbury. I always use a primer, so it's not like I'm doing it to try and give this extra help. It's just what I always do. I'm an oily skinned person and I can't deal without primer. Okay. Just trying to blend out the edges of this a little bit more. And round it out a bit in the middle there. Okay, so that's went on much darker than I expected, to be honest with you. I'm still going to deepen it up with the black, just because the black's a little bit more matte. So let's see how this goes. It's not blowing me away or anything, but it's definitely deepened it up. And what does that look like on its own, just for curiosity? Yeah. It's not the worst black that I've used, actually. But it seems almost designed more to darken other colours than to use as a standalone black. I'm just taking a little bit more of that plummy brown and bringing it back in around the edges. Right, and then I've got a shader brush and we're going to go into the light green. So I'm not getting a lot of fallout or dust with these actually as I'm working with them, which is nice. But I do feel like the eyeshadows focus, like they've got a lot of shimmer in them rather than a lot of pigment. So you're going to see more of that kind of silver sheen rather than more of the green pigment. So, bit of fallout. That's all the dust that's kicked up on the palette. There's very, very minimal at all. Okay, I'm going to go and finish the rest of my makeup and come back and do a timestamp. Right, so this is my finished look for today. The time is... work phone, hello. Be friendly. It is 9:10, so I'm in work till 6 o'clock tonight, so we will come home and we will see how these have held up. Like I said during the application, they are very, very frosty, so in certain lights I'm almost seeing nothing but the silver sheen from the frost, but we will see how they hold up. Right, so I am back. The time now is 10:25. So I have had this on for over 12 hours now. So I'm going to zoom you in and we'll have a look. Ignore the rest of my makeup. Whoops. I'm about to go to bed, so I didn't want to do any massive fix-ups. So, okay, so as you can see, we've not had any creasing. We've not really had any smudging. It's clear under the eye. I'm still not in love with it. I don't see that green tone really. I'm just gonna hold the palette up beside. All I'm really seeing is the silvery sheen, and the same in the crease. I'm seeing a lot of silver sheen and a tiny bit of that purpley brown near the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch these all on the back of my hand, because what I think is my issue with this, I'm pretty sure they've used the same colour of like shimmery particles in each shadow, and that just means that when the light hits it, the light's reflecting the exact same whichever shadow it's hitting, and there seems to be a lot of the shimmer over the, well, the pigments. So we've got the white, as you can see, very frosty, white reflecting. The green. See what I mean? When the light catches that, the difference in the colour is not massive. The paler brown that we didn't actually use today. I need to start using my middle finger. Again, when the light catches it, how much difference are you really seeing there? The darker colour that we did use today in the crease stands out slightly more, but you see what I mean, like right here where the light is really catching it, it's very, very white reflecting. So the bluey purple colour, which does look gorgeous and I kind of wish I'd played with today, that is really pretty. That's actually the standout colour for me from this. These first three all just kind of like blend together from a distance and don't really do very much for me. And then we've got the black. So even that has got a little bit of shimmer in it, and I'm pretty sure it's the same sort of white as the rest. So I don't know. They didn't fade, they didn't crease, I didn't get bad fallout during the day, but for me, I prefer a little bit more pigment, a bit of variety in the shimmer that's present in an eyeshadow than what these guys were really giving us. So I stand by, these first three to me are not, you know, stand out. I think from a distance you could really be wearing any of these. From a distance, this does not look green at all. And my crease is this colour. Does it look like that to you guys? You know, it's very affordable, but it's very affordable because I think they've focused on using the cheap ingredients, unfortunately. So for me, I'm not going to be purchasing any more of these. I might find myself reaching for this one colour because it is really pretty, but the rest of them are a bit of a bummer. Now, Lorraine, the lady who left me a comment asking about the green, I have had a massive hunt through my collection because I'm convinced in my head that Urban Decay Green Goddess looks like this, and I can't find it anywhere. So if you happen to be passing an Urban Decay counter, go and have a look at that shadow because it might be right up your street. So that's all I've really got to say about this. I think it's basically cheap for a reason. If you guys have got any questions about it, please leave those down below and I will get back to you. If you've enjoyed the video, please press the like button, hit the subscribe button, come and join in, and I will see you all later. It's the last couple of sleeps before Christmas now. Hope you all have a good weekend. Bye.